I know we said we're doing 3 big games today, but we're not. We're doing 2. That's because one of them get moved to February, to be fair, but we are only doing 2. We got through a round of the F Cup, it's moved the Liverpool game to February, so we're only doing the Newcastle and Man United? Want to say Man United? I actually can't remember now. But that's what we're going to do. No transfers in yet. I'm not bid for anyone. No transfers out yet. We have accepted offers. We'll get to all that and so much more in just a second. But first, let me say one thing. This is a Quite Average Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Journeyman. So hello everyone, welcome in. Let's look at the 2 games I've played since we were last here. Yes, sorry, had a complete mind freeze. We beat Brentford 3-1. They took the lead on 41. We pulled one back straight away on 42 minutes with Jordan Derry, and then Sinval scored a double. We then took on Fulham in the FA Cup. They took the lead. On 11 minutes, we got a goal back on the 22nd through Carlos Taboas before Warren Jones scored the winner on 85 minutes. That win meant that when we drew Oxford in the next round of the FA Cup, it takes precedent that weekend. Liverpool has been moved to the second game we will be playing at the moment in February. So today we take on Newcastle and Manchester United at home. Still 2 massive games before we have that European FA Cup European game thing to end. Or not even end, but to get through most of January. In terms of transfers in and out, we actually have had one sale that I completely forgot about. Slanina is away. I can't remember if I said it last episode, but he's gone. I think I might have done. Here we are kind of just now. We tried to sell Diallo. Nobody was coming in with an offer that I was happy with. We're all coming in with loan to buys of around 30 to 35 million. I was wanting kind of in between that 40 to 45 million range. We just could not get that deal to come in. And the reason I wanted more than that is because we paid 35 million for him. But we have offered him out on loan now till the end of the season with no optional or mandatory fees, and both Leon and Borussia Dortmund have come in with deals that I'm relatively happy with. Instead of paying 100% of the wages, Leon are paying 80%, Dortmund are paying 90%. I just couldn't be bothered negotiating the difference. I'm not being friendly to Leon, plus almost the same monthly fees, but just 250 grand of a difference each way. For playing and not playing. That is where we are with that. Jason Van Duiven. We had to trigger his contract extension because one of the Saudi Pro League clubs had offered him a contract because his contract was up at the end of the season. So we triggered his year extension. We offered him out for £10 million. Girona and Shabab Al Ali have come in with £10 million bids, which we have accepted. Neil McClelland, we received a £30 million bid for him from Brentford. We had received 1 or 2 loan offers. We said, look, if you're going to take him on loan with your optional fees and mandatory fees, we want it to be 30 million, or at least round about that valuation, because I think he was valued between 26 and 30 odd or whatever. Nobody wanted to do that for the loan deal, including Brentford, weirdly enough. They wanted a less loan deal, even though the money they've been paying in monthly fees wouldn't have made up that difference, which I'd have been more than happy with. I just wanted the total money we received to be that, but it didn't. But they came in with a bid of 30 million up front, and I was like, yeah, sure. So if Neil McClelland goes, that is 30 million pure profit because he came through as a youth player. We also randomly received a £65 million bid total for Fred Jan van Langen. I did say he might go because I was interested in him. We didn't offer him out or anything. But Leipzig, came in with that deal. We kind of looked at it and went, you know what? Yeah, he's 4th choice centre half, realistically. Estrada's young enough. Laskowski's, mid-20s now? Late 20s, sorry. So he's still got a few years ahead of him. Cecilia's mid-20s. Estrada's early 20s. So, we have, these guys who are younger and better than him, older and far better than him. I think cashing in on Van Langen was the best option, so we've accepted that deal. If Van Langen moves out, we will absolutely be in the market for a centre-half. I am not going to this season with just 3, with, Olufemi, who could cover. We did receive an offer for Olufemi. I rejected that offer. It was from Everton or some shit. We're trying to give him more game time. He's going to get it through January anyway. I do want to give him some game time. I did consider putting him out on loan again, but I need him for January because of the African Cup of Nations. Wasn't really worth it for us. I mean, going here is the sixth best left back. Sorry, he is the third left back for us. Royals is also going to be ahead of him. Aina is absolutely ahead of him, but he's also a youth prospect, so I'm happy enough to keep him, and he does okay. But yeah, that's where we are in terms of offers. We did receive an offer from Manchester City for Rodolfo Vaz. It was, I think, about 40 million. I just rejected it, didn't bother negotiating. I am not looking to sell Vaz this window at the very least. If we do sell him, there's a 22-year-old Brazilian who isn't quite as good, but could be as good. We'd maybe sign for so much cheaper than we'd be selling for. But right now, not really wanting to weaken the squad that way while we're on the run-in for this title. So no, that's not a deal. So these three guys, they're not selected today because we're trying to sell them. But this is our team lineup to take on Newcastle. In goals is Seidel. Gomez, Laskowski, Estrada and Olafemi make up our back four, with Guilherme and Malkov returning to defensive mid for us. Lesueur, Sinval and Derry as attack mids, and the one and only Warren Jones leading the line. Cotter, Cecilia, Royals, Cisse, Solheim, Vaz, Ray, Tabos and Amato make up the bench. I did look to see if I could bring back Guzman from Manchester City, the defensive midfielder that we signed and put on loan to them, but we did not have an option to bring him back on cancel his loan. So that's kind of that. He is there for the end of the season. He's not getting the game time I wanted. I'm a bit pissed with it, but it is what it is. Same with the Spaniard we signed last January. He's on loan at Cardiff. He hasn't really been getting the game time we wanted. He did for the last month. He is somebody we might still bring back, but I don't think I can actually register him for the league. That's another issue we have. So ideally, if Van Langen goes, I'm again looking for what I kind of wanted before. I'm looking for a ball-playing centre-half, which is how we played, but this time I need, and I do mean need, a homegrown player for that thing, at least club trained, so we can register him in the squad for the league and hopefully Europe as well. If you lose Diallo and Van Duyven, which it looks like we're doing, I probably will look to bring in another striker. I did think about recalling Chang Hyuk, but he is doing great work out on loan just now. That's going to help his development a lot more than being third choice for me. So probably maybe look to get a loan in, or if we can, sign an experienced homegrown player for that role, just as a backup striker. Warren Jones with an absolute peach of a header puts us in lead against Newcastle. So that's where we are in terms of this window. Yeah. It's not a window that I was expecting to do much business in terms of ins. I did think there would be outs. I did want to kind of trim the squad size down a bit, which we've done, and I'm quite happy with. I still kind of want a third choice goalkeeper, but I think I'm just going to make do till the summer, and then I'm going to have to properly think what I want for that position. Ideally, I want a guy who's like 24, 25, homegrown, is like 2.5 stars, 2 stars, and has no issue just sitting being essentially just a emergency backup. That's kind of what I'd ideally want. But whether or not we can actually get that is completely different, truth be told. That's a penalty, surely to God. There's our old goalkeeper, Pinheiro. Also remember, we're like a few games away from Daniel Norris getting us another 25 million from Manchester City. It's a penalty. I think it'll be Sinval hitting this. It is. He's number 7. Sinval steps up. Slots it home. It is 2-0. 13 minutes played for the 13th goal of the season for the attacking midfielder. Haven't really felt the gap that potentially was created by Villegas, to be honest. I'm quite happy with how we've kind of replaced that with Sinval, Tabos, Diabate, and kind of everyone else we've just kind of thrown in that position or similar positions. Gomez slots it home. It's 3-0. Newcastle crumbling. I mean, hopefully it would really help us if they did. Manchester City won their game, so they've moved up the table a little bit. But pretty sure if we win our game in hand, we still go 10 points clear or something at the top of them. Ahead of them, sorry. So we are keeping a nice gap still, but we need to get through these 2 tough games before we take on Chelsea and Liverpool early February. which is probably what we'll come back for tomorrow's episode. Just it gets me out the transfer window, and it's another 2 massive games as we try and make a step towards the title. Is this another penalty? I think it was outside the box. He's gave the penalty, but he's waiting for VAR. And what does the video assistant referee think? Penalty! It was in the box. Sinval steps up to double his tally and make it 4-0 with 18 minutes played, and he's missed. He has missed. But it's fine. Like, we're still 3-0 up. I'm not going to complain too much. Not yet, anyway. I'm quite happy how we've managed to get this squad to kind of grow and develop into a possible title-winning side. I still thought we were maybe a season or 2 away from that. I generally, at the beginning of the season, thought we were going to have to do like another mini rebuild on top of like what we already had done to take that next step. But it's not looking like we are. 25 minutes played. No, 24 minutes played. We're in the 25th minute. Arsenal 4, Newcastle 0. It looks like Liverpool have drawn against Brentford, which is massively beneficial to us, but West Ham have beat Fulham. Manchester City did beat Everton, so it's a couple of other teams that are keeping pace at the very least. Right, I can't really complain. I'm incredibly happy with how we've been playing. Probably going to bring Royals on about the 60-minute mark to give him half an hour. He is just back from injury. And I want to give Cisse and Solheim minutes because both of them could be key players for the club for the next kind of 10 years or so. But they are the ideal replacements for Guilherme and Malkov when we inevitably sell. I think probably Malkov. I can't remember if there's an age difference between Guilherme and Malkov. I remember Guilherme being like late 20s now, which is fine. We didn't pay that a great deal from him. I'm more than happy to just let him kind of age himself out. We've already won the Champions League, so he's kind of paid money back if you want to look at it that way. But a Premier League one as well. I mean, I think you're happy to make a transfer loss on that. Talking about like, the next save that we're going to do and how everything's kind of in place for it in terms of an old club, an old league, blah, blah, blah. I think that's probably one of the other things we'll end up doing is probably try to bring in an actual kind of trading model just to help benefit us when we're able to. I don't think we'll be able to do it for years, mind you, or not successfully anyway, just for the level we'll be at. But I think that's probably something else we'll probably try and do to make the... One, it's how you would kind of want a club to be run, but I think it would make our save a lot easier the later it goes on. It would possibly actually generate money for what we want to do, but again, we'll get more to that when we actually start that. So Royals is coming on. Am I just going to bring... Oh shit, did I not bring Cotter? I did bring Cotter, there he is. Bring Cotter on, change our fullbacks. We will definitely take Malkov off because he looks knackered. We'll bring on Cisse. And that is the only change I'm going to make at the moment. So a triple change on the half an hour mark. Half an hour left to play. Lesueur to deliver. Not great. I played Ray up front against Fulham in the cup. He didn't have the greatest of games, so when Jones came on in his second half sub and got the winner, you know, it helped me justify that Jones is the main striker for a reason. Oh, unlucky. I'm probably going to give Ray some minutes as well when I think about it. I just don't really know who for yet. Where am I going? Solheim going now for Guilherme. And I think I'll just swap Jones and Ray. I think make that like for like change. We can rest up a couple players. Although there's about like 5-6 days in between this game, so I really shouldn't need to rest anyone going into the Manchester United game. Also, before this game, I think winning today makes this like an unbeaten run of about 30 games. I don't know if that's just domestically this season or at home this season or what the fuck it is, but I would on like currently before today, we're on like a 29 unbeaten run. We've just gave away a bloody penalty. Right. Come on, Seidel. You can do it. You actually fucking did, you absolute gorgeous human being. Stunning. Stunning. 10 minutes left plus stoppage time. Very, very comfortable win. I'm kind of hoping Newcastle letting us have 60% of the possession, because if not, they have played awful today. All things considered. Is that Archie Day? Escalante's come on against us, another former Arsenal player that we used in our time here. I mean, that's one thing you can say. I've definitely not been afraid to be ruthless with, like, key players or, like, fan favourite players at either Leon or Arsenal. I have got rid of whoever I've felt the need to get rid of. Be it fucking... Oh, who was the guy who had it? Leon. Cherky. We got rid of him. We got rid here. We've got rid of Escalante. Aguirre. Fucking Villegas. We have got rid of so many key or big name players for the club. And I think overall it's starting to work in our favour. We've got a Europa League in the bag. We've got a Champions League in the bag. Still can't seem to do it in a bloody Super Cup. We've got a League Cup. And now we're hopefully on course for a league title. We have went 30 games unbeaten in competitive matches. Thank you. Achievement. Thank you. Let's look then at the league table. We are top of the league after 21 games played on 54 points. Both West Ham and Manchester City, teams in second and third, have played a game more, are on 47 and 44. We're 10 points clear of Manchester City. We are 7 points clear of West Ham. 12 points clear of Liverpool, having played the same number of games, but also 12 points clear of Newcastle, with Newcastle playing a game more. Manchester United have actually played a game less than us, sitting on 41 points, but as you can see, we are quite comfortably just now separating ourselves from the lower half, if you like, of this top 7, with just West Ham. I guess kind of just now we're looking at West Ham and Man City, but realistically Liverpool can start leaping up. So could Newcastle or Man United. And a lot of things could still change. Join me in just a second as we take on Manchester United in the second game of the episode. Right, we're back for the second game. It's been a while for me, just bear with. Van Duyven gone. £10 million to... Shit, which one? It was either Al Habab or Girona. Diallo's away out on loan to Borussia Dortmund for the rest of the season, where he should be a regular starter. Hopefully he is. And Van Langen has left to RB Leipzig. That deal has been confirmed. We've now got about 3-4 things people were looking at. One of those deals will be done ideally before the end of the transfer window. McClelland rejected the deal from Brentford, but we've accepted now a handful of loan deals where, come the end of the season, they will still pay 30 million. If he accepts one of them, he's gone, bye-bye, whatever. That's the lineup for today, and it's probably the one you would expect. It's Seidel in goals. Gomez, Laskowski, Estrada, and Royals will go at left back instead of Olufemi. Guilherme, Malkov as defence mid with the pretty much regular front four for the past year and a half or 2 years. Lesueur, Sinval, Derry, and Jones. On the bench is everybody that can be, except from McClelland. Aina is still away to have combinations, so is Diabate, and obviously Diallo is also there, but he's not with us at the moment. He is on loan to Dortmund. So that is definitely that. A win today would be absolutely massive, especially after the result against Newcastle. So that's all I'm kind of focusing on or thinking about. Man United did win their game after we played the last game. So we are 10 points ahead of them, I think, now as well, with the same games played, which is ideal. It's really just West Ham and Man City that are still the closest to us. But alongside Liverpool, Man United, and whoever the team is in 7th, Everton, we need to keep an eye on all the results just now, because nobody's fully out of that race yet, out of the 7 teams. If the rest was went in a downhill spiral, team in 7th could quite easily catch up and overtake. Liverpool, I fully expect will beat Derby today. Everton, I fully expect will beat Tottenham. Newcastle, I fully expect will beat Luton. Man City, fully expect them to beat Fulham. Didn't quite see who the other team was playing there. So right now, not fully confident they'll be drop points this weekend, other than potentially us, which isn't ideal. Manchester City come in with another £68 million overall take it or leave it offer for Vaz. We left it. I have no intention of selling Vaz this window. I want to try and keep pretty much our first and second choice players in place as they are. That's why I'm happy with McClelland and Diallo to go, because they don't fit into that. You could say Van Langen does, but for the money we were offered, the fact he is overall third choice for those two positions, I felt that was probably a safe one, and we could probably bring in somebody who can quite comfortably be fourth choice, and we don't have to worry. The other games is West Ham, I think, could drop points against Aston Villa, and then the rest don't really matter to us out the Chelsea, Brentford, or Brighton, whoever they're playing. I've already forgot. It's one of the things, like sometimes you get second choice for positions, they don't need to be amazing as long as they can do whatever role you need them to do. So for example, as much as Gomez is attacking fullback, Cotter isn't. If we're playing our second choice fullbacks, then the defensive left back we have becomes an attacking one, so we're just switching the sides out. It keeps the balance the same, just on a different side. So I'm quite happy with that, and he does kind of just do what needs to be done. He's good enough at what he can do that he can fill in pretty comfortably against majority of the teams we'll ever play. So the things like that, we can afford that cheaper, if you like, backup option there. But in other positions like centre half, I want three good centre halves, and I have a fourth one who, again, can play against most teams, but I'm not looking for him to play against the likes of Manchester City or Real Madrid. Like, but Bournemouth and fucking Brentford, yeah, like, he's fine. And it's kind of the way we're trying to build the squad. We probably could, to a degree, do a Man City and just have top players, and all our backups are top players, and every single person that we pay is a top player, but that's too many people would get unhappy with the lack of game time. We're kind of seeing that at left back with Olafemi and stuff, and McClelland, where we have decent enough players who just aren't getting the minutes that they want. Maybe that's down to me being a bit more stubborn, but hey ho, I don't care as long as we win things. I also didn't realise Laskowski's 28 now. Warren Jones must be the same, but again, they came in, our first full season? So yeah, I keep on forgetting how long we've actually been at Arsenal now. I don't think I've seen us have a proper clear-cut chance yet, which I'm not saying it's great, but it's okay, because I'm not really seeing them either. Gomez gets in the box. Jones heads that well over. He's got to be doing better than that. Got to be doing better than that. We've had 3 chances on target. We've had 5 shots overall. They've had 3 shots overall and 0 shots on target, which usually to me means they'll score the next one they actually get on target, because that's always how my luck feels like it goes. Gomez, what are you doing? Guilherme, Lesueur, Malkov, Sinval, Malkov. What the offside? Offside, okay. So we're going into half-time 0-0. Not really playing great. Let's start doing some individual talks. Derry, calm your tits. Laskowski, you've been shit. You're already fired up anyway. Don't particularly need to do much there. I do kind of want the African Cup of Nations to be over, because I do miss having Aina I do miss having Aina as my first choice, but I do miss having the option of Diabate as a left winger or number 10. Don't get me wrong though, Tabos has more than comfortably filled in. They performed really well, to be honest, either left wing or as a centre mid. And that change might be coming quite soon. I'm going to make a couple of changes here, because we are playing pretty shit. Vaz going to come on for Lesueur. Going to bring on Tabos for Sinval. We'll make that change in shape that fits him in. It gives us 2 out-and-out wingers and 2 out-and-out complete wing-backs. We're going to be having the ball go into the box now. I've got to hope that might help us create a couple more chances for Jones. I'll give Jones till about 70-75 minutes before we bring on Ray. So if we're not getting the ball to Jones in the box, we might do better with Ray's pace. Maybe try to get in behind. Go on. Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance. That was the absolute chance. Let's demand more from the team. Just won it back. It's a good ball. Jones trying first time. Oh my god, Jones, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me here. Derry to deliver. Yeah, let's get him off. Let's bring on Ray. Slightly change there. Oh, I'm not going to make any other changes now. We've got 2 more changes we can make with 1 more stoppage after this. So we may end up doing that. But Vaz, you've got pace. That was poor. You had pace, you just ran in behind. Malkov to Derry. He's got to make that space for the left back. Jones is just dispossessed. Like, good header, Derry. Malkov to Boas. That's a good ball to Vaz. He's got to hit it. Oh, man. He's probably got to be doing so much better than that. Ray's on now. Good tackle from Royals. That's a good ball. Can I whistle so reserve for that? Not Vaz. Gomez has done well. I don't know why he had the shot and didn't just square it. I'm going to not do anything because I can't. In terms of shouting. Well done. Well done. Go on, Ray. You've got the pace. You're on your own, though. Fair enough, you won the corner. You were absolutely on your own. But 15 minutes left, and I am kind of struggling what we can do to change this. Right, Derry is shattered, so we'll need to put Royals up there. Olafemi will make us a bit more solid defensively. I don't know what to do. Other than doing something a little bit different. It's going to take Malkov off in a second. Just once we've made these subs. Going to bring on Cisse, who can do a lot of things. Going to put him as box to box. Just gives another body going forward. And go attacking. Because I do want to get the 3 points here. Although if we score here, I will change my plans completely. Back post. Vaz. What the fuck? Ray. Oh, fuck. Well, let's hope for the best. We're going for it. Joe's such a good keeper. I wanted him, but it was costing far too much. Man United were not interested in selling him to me at all. Go on. I'm going to berate the team, though, because I am just not happy at all. Not happy at all. We're dominating them in every way and we're not getting a goal. Finishing has let us down today fucking massively. This is a big chance to take a big leap forward. I did say those 7 out of 9 points. Because right now we're 4 out of fucking 6 in those big games. Is a draw the end of the world? No. I'm just going to tell him I'm not happy. Oh, yeah, we've extended our unbeaten run, but that means fuck all to me. What that does until a ball's kicked is not helpful. It gives a chance for West Ham, Man City, Liverpool to close the gap on us, and I don't like that. I don't fucking like that at all. Let's see how the rest of the... Yeah. Going to be quite hard with him. Let me just quickly go to this press conference and we'll hopefully see the next set of games to see if there's any we need to worry about in terms of the fixtures that take place today. Also tomorrow we'll be back for that Chelsea and Liverpool game, all going well. Another 2 big games, but the Liverpool game is the biggest of the 2. Or bigger of the 2, sorry. North Coast Food, I don't like any of this just now. Show me the fucking results of the games, please. So all we care about. Now, let's see. Liverpool 1-1, which we thought they would. Everton lost, which is a bonus. Newcastle, Man City, and West Ham all won, like we thought. Oh, so it puts us 5 points ahead of West Ham with a game in hand. We are 8 points ahead of Manchester City with a game in hand. And we are 10 points ahead of Liverpool, Manchester United on the same games, and 10 points ahead of Newcastle with a game in hand. It's not ideal, but it isn't the worst. So join me tomorrow. We'll take on then Chelsea and Liverpool in the games. Tomorrow, that's a big game for us actually, which makes me think our run-in is going to be difficult. Run-in isn't actually that difficult. Once we get through those two games, we do have like a couple of hard games. We do have the West Ham game, which is must win. Same way Man City, but the rest of those games are games we absolutely should be winning. It's just a question of whether we can or not. If you liked today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It greatly helps out the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.